when the full moon is bright, comes a horseman known as Zorro. This bold renegade carves a Z with his blade, a Z that stands for Zorro. Zorro, the fox so cunning and free. Zorro, who makes the sign of the Z.
Is something wrong, mi comandante?
Nothing is wrong, Sergeant.
Then why do we stop?
To see the future clearly. A future in which there is no longer a lowly comandante of the Pueblo de los Angeles, but Don Enrique Sanchez Monasterio, lord and master of the Rancho Torres, and all it contains, including the beautiful Elena. Have the Lancers wait here until you and I have reached the gate. Then have them surround the Torres Rancho at a discreet distance. But see that Torres does not escape, huh?
Very good, mi comandante. Drive on!
The sergeant of Lancers trailing Monastario's carriage. It could mean nothing. And it could mean that Don Nacho was foolish enough to return home before fleeing to Monterrey. In which case we must warn him. And remember, my friend, you're supposed to be deaf as well as dumb.
Take care, Papacito.
You must go quickly, my dear. Every moment of delay is filled with danger.
It has been so ever since this Capitan Monasterio came to California. Perhaps with the gracious help of God, I can persuade the governor to have this man removed. Be brave. Light a candle for my unknown benefactor, this man who calls himself Zorro. If it had not been for him, I would not be alive.
No, no, not that. No.
There's no time for that. I must see Don Nacho now.
Doña Luisa.
Don Diego.
1,000 pardons, Doña Luisa. Elena, but I am the bearer of unfortunate news which you must hear immediately.
If it concerns Father, then speak quickly.
Is he here? Captain Monasterio is on his way here. I felt it my duty to warn you in case Don Nacho should try to see you.
That is very thoughtful of you, Don Diego. But Don Nacho is not here. He's on his way to Monterrey to see the governor. Elena, have Ricardo bring some wine for our guest. And tell your father to hide in the cellar quickly.
Look, mi Capitan, a freshly saddled horse. Don Nacho cannot escape us this time.
Sergeant Garcia, learn to curb your emotions. One does not arrest one's future father-in-law with a sword in one's hand, but with an olive branch. See if the Lancers have taken up their positions, huh?
Si, Capitan.
What are you doing here? Oh.
Sergeant Garcia begs to report.
Are the Lancers in position?
Si, Capitan. The house is surrounded. It would be impossible for anybody to break through our lines. I keep forgetting this little pig cannot hear.
Very good. And now try to act like a gentleman. If you have any doubts, watch me. Now come.
I will answer the door, Mother. Capitan Monasterio.
Buenas tardes, señorita. Ah, Elena. If such a thing were possible, I would say you were looking more lovely than
And
ever.
to what do we owe this unexpected visit, Capitan Monasterio?
It concerns your father, and is most painful to me. Perhaps you will be kind enough to take me to the Doña Luisa?
She is in the sala.
My aide, Sergeant Garcia. Doña Luisa? De la Vega?
Capitan Monasterio has a painful duty to perform, Mother. He prefers to tell you directly.
For some undisclosed reason, the Capitan's duties usually are painful. To Californians, that is.
I would guard my tongue, Senor, or you may find yourself facing the same charges of treason which have been placed against Senor Torres.
The charges are unjust, cruel.
I believe you, Senorita, and I am sure your father will be exonerated. However, my duty often compels me to perform unpleasant tasks. The law says your father must come to the cuartel and stand trial. I detect a certain reluctance on your part to answer, Doña Luisa. Any attempt to obstruct justice will only bring disgrace upon yourself as well as your husband. Will you be kind enough to tell the senor I await his pleasure?
Don Nacho is not here. He's on his way to Monterrey to appeal his case with the governor.
In that case, you will not mind if we search the hacienda. A mere formality, of course, but I cannot be derelict in my duty. With your permission, Doña Luisa.
Of course.
Sergeant. Take the ground floor and the cellar. I will examine the upper room.
Si, Capitan.
It is quite dark in the cellar. If you will come into the kitchen, I will get you a candle.
One moment, Elena. I'm sure this candle here will do very nicely. Here you are, Sergeant.
Wait, I have heard very much of Don Nacho's famous cellar. I shall go with you. Thank you for the loan of the book, Doña Luisa. I shall enjoy reading Plato. He had such a low regard for soldiers. After you, Sergeant.
Doesn't it make you want to write poetry, Sergeant? No, it only makes me thirsty. But please, Don Diego, do not tempt me. I have a task to perform.
Commendable devotion to duty, Sergeant, but as you see, the cellar only has one entrance. Why rush such a pleasant task, eh?
To think what I should have missed if the Comandante had forced me to search the upper rooms.
But...
Oh, of course, Don Diego.
This should be the table wine. But we, Sergeant, we shall take nothing for granted, eh? We shall find out, eh? Waft the bouquet, Sergeant. Never was a perfume so delicate.
Perfume is for smelling, wine for drinking, Don Diego. Please, if you don't mind. Well, now I must search.
Oh, Sergeant, you're much too conscientious. You must learn to forget discipline. What have we here? Oh, Now, close your eyes and savor the full body of it.
How was that?
Nothing, a mouse.
The mouse, I saw the barrels moved. I saw them.
A large mouse, maybe a rat.
I must search the cellar.
Sergeant Garcia.
Yes?
A toast.
A toast.
To His Majesty.
Yes. To His Majesty.
The Queen.
To the Queen. Is that our Queen?
My mistake. I was thinking of England. The governor.
To the governor. To the Queen also.
And no matter what happens, Doña Luisa, I will do everything in my power to see that you and Elena continue to live here.
And why shouldn't we?
You're forgetting that the lands and titles of a convicted traitor are subject to confiscation by the crown.
Sergeant, a man of your sterling qualities and devotion to duty, I've often wondered, why aren't you an officer?
I have often wondered that too, Don Diego, but I have learned to be patient like the Capitan.
An intelligent man, the Comandante.
Oh, smart too. He takes what he wants, and then he wants this rancho. That is why he has to find Don Nacho to put him out of the way. So he can grab the Rancho Torres and get himself a beautiful wife at the same time. There he is!
Wait, Sergeant! Wait, I'll help you. Get him on the back.
Oh, quick!
Capitan Monasterio, I must ask you to leave at once.
Mother is upset, Capitan Monasterio. Wait outside, please, in the patio. I wish to speak to her alone.
Certainly. With your permission, Doña Luisa. Elena.
Where's Don Nacho? But where? Oh, in the bedroom. And Monasterio. In the patio?
Letting Monasterio think we favor his friendship is our only chance.
It is a sacrifice your father would not ask of you or want.
It is not an easy thing to do, Mama, when I think of Benito. However, I love Father more.
I also have a duty as a mother. I will pray for help for all of us.
I have spoken to Mother. She has a better understanding now.
I am very glad. You will never regret our friendship. When my heart is moved, I can be most generous.
I sing of the lovely Elena, a lady so charming and sweet. I bring all my songs to Elena and lay all my dreams at her feet. I know that the fair senorita has lovers who tremble and sigh. They long for a smile from Elena, but no one longs longer than I. Her lovers are many, all dashing and strong, but I'll win Elena with sweet words of song. I dream of the lovely Elena. I pray she will soon understand. My fate is to love her forever, for she holds my heart in her hand.
That was beautiful, Diego.
Yes, I was in good voice, wasn't I? Eh, Comandante?
Excuse me, Comandante.
Well, what is it?
I have just searched the ground floor, and I personally guarantee that Don Nacho is not in the cellar. Now.
Did you have to drink the cellar dry to discover this?
Oh, no, Commander. There's plenty left down there.
Oh,
There's
never mind. We will examine the upper rooms at once. Andale! Andale, Paposo, andale! Andale! Turn off the spares, you idiot!
Wait, Captain, I will help you search. The rival's in love. We are allies in duty.
Stay out of my way, De La Vega.
He was not in there, mi comandante.
He was not, eh? And whose room is this?
Mine.
Search this.
Yes, Capitan. Yes.
Now this.
That contains only personal things belonging to my daughter.
Personal things, huh?
That's right. It just contains personal things.
Sergeant, bring out that traitor. And arrest De La Vega for aiding a criminal conspiracy against the Crown.
Don Nacho, come out!
Please?
There is no one in there, Comandante.
He must be somewhere in these rooms. And this room?
Mine. It is locked.
The key, please.
Have you no sense of decency at all?
I told you, senorita, I am only doing my duty.
Comandante, I must ask you to respect the privacy of Doña Luisa's home.
Sergeant Garcia,
Yes, Capitan.
put your shoulder to that door. Break it down.
Shoulder.
Ándale!
He was not in there also, mi Capitan.
Well, get on your feet, estúpido! What about this one?
Look,
What? What is it?
that sunset is beautiful.
Oh. I did not come here to look at sunsets.
No, Comandante.
Well, are you satisfied, Comandante?
No. A horse was being saddled in the courtyard as I drove up. Either Torres was here or he was expected. That is it. He is waiting until dark to make his escape. Sergeant, let the Lancers bring their horses into the yard.
Si, Capitan.
We will be ready for him.
Comandante, do you really think Don Nacho will return?
I'm confident he will.
What was that, Comandante?
What was what?
Beyond that door, it sounded like the clink of steel, a sword or something. I think you better investigate.
Oh, all right.
Be careful, he may be armed.
Are you certain you heard something?
Certainly, I'm sure I did. Listen.
Your nerves are bad. You must be hearing things.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Look out, Zorro! Bernardo, get these pieces out of sight. Beautiful.
We must not make him angry. We must have his friendship if we are to help Father.
I cannot permit such a thing, Elena.
Can you permit Father's death?
Doña Luisa! Elena, come at once!
Capitan Monasterio!
What happened?
Has he heard?
He had a dizzy spell and fell over the balcony. I'll put him in Don Nacho's room. You'd better fetch a pan of water.
Oh, poor fellow. He's hurt badly.
Well, he thought he heard Don Nacho, and he fell striking his head. I don't know why he's so worried. If Don Nacho were here, he couldn't get away with the house surrounded by soldiers. The only uniform they wouldn't fire on is the Comandante's. Even I don't dare leave until he recovers. Oh, excuse me. I think I'd better have a breath of air.
If only Diego had the courage of his father, he could help us.
Diego has helped. It will soon be dark. We must hurry.
What are you doing, Nacho?
Diego said Monastario's uniform is the only one the soldiers would not shoot at. And certainly the Comandante can take anyone he chooses with him out of this house. Quickly, the cord from my dressing gown.
Diego.
You leaving?
I have consented to the Comandante's proposal of marriage. Mother and I are leaving for the Pueblo with him immediately.
Well, they say the best man always wins. I want to wish you every happiness. Shall I call you a carriage?
Please. And thank you, Diego. Pray for us.
The Comandante's leaving. Call the carriage.
But what about the trap?
It's already sprung. On the Comandante. The trap of love.
Oh.
Would you have him spring another one on his future father-in-law?
Oh, no. To horse, Lester, to horse! The Comandante is leaving, quickly! My congratulations, Comandante, and to you too, senorita. This calls for a big celebration, eh?
Drive quickly, Baboso.
Yeah, si, Capitan.
You heard the Comandante. Drive quickly.
Drive quickly, drive!
We have done all we can here. Now it's time for Zorro to take over.
What is the matter with that fool of a driver? Oh, driver, stop the carriage! This is not the route to Los Angeles.
Commandante's orders.
Your pardon, Comandante, but this road, you are not the Comandante. We have been tricked. Zorro!
Take his horse, Don Nacho. Don't make a move towards me or Don Nacho. I run him through. Thanks for the loan of the horse, Sergeant. Next time I see your commander, I will tell him how helpful you have been. You'll return to the Rancho Torres pronto. Hasta la vista, señores.
Comandante, what has happened? Oh, I'll get Oh, of course.
Where have you been, Baboso? I've been lying here for hours.
I am sorry, mi Capitan, but I thought Don Nacho was you, except the uniform looked a little big. Have you lost weight, mi Capitan?
Oh, you thought. I am surrounded by incompetence. All I know is that Diego is... That is it. Where is Diego de la Vega, huh?
I don't know, Capitan.
You don't know. Oh. Where's Diego de la Vega?
I do not know.
You know where he was when he helped your traitorous husband to escape? Oh, the cellar, huh? Up there! Well, well, de la Vega.
Well, I tried to warn you.
And for a moment, I thought that... Never mind. You would not see the humor of it.
us next week when Monasterio uses innocent women to bait a trap for the elusive Zorro. See how the trap is sprung, but the wrong man is caught. Watch the real Zorro save his friend and outwit the villainous Commandante. Next week, when the Walt Disney Studio brings you another turbulent adventure of Zorro.